Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So Meghan Markle has announced a new Netflix lifestyle show, and so in this video I thought I'd run down what the news is, what's coming out about this, what details do we know about this new show, and then go on to how it's been described as laughable. The Netflix trailer that she put out about her show, it's been slammed by experts, leaving viewers baffled according to some articles, so I thought I'd go through that as well. Going to be an interesting video for you today. Quite a big news story. So, Meghan Markle will host her new 8-part series called With Love Meghan, announcing this yesterday, with Netflix describing it as a lifestyle show that blends, quote, practical how-tos and candid conversation. Of course, Meghan Markle wanting to stay out of the public eye after stepping back from her royal duties. Oh, hang on a minute. No, she hasn't stayed out of the public eye. She's done everything she can to stay in the public eye, with multiple Netflix and Spotify deals, staying as much in the camera and in the spotlight as she can. Yes, so With Love Meghan will premiere on the 15th of January and include 8 30-minute episodes featuring appearances from celebrities such as the actress Mindy Kaling and former Suits star Abigail Spencer. As I mentioned a moment ago, there was a trailer released on Thursday yesterday with Meghan Markle in the video garnishing a cake with raspberries and harvests honey in California as well, where she lives with her husband Prince Harry, of course, and their 2 children. They live in Montecito, California. She posted the trailer on her new Instagram account, writing, quote, "I have been so excited to share this with you. I hope you love the show as much as I loved making it." The news coming after the day the Duchess returned to Instagram under the account @Meghan. Her first post showed her dressed in white, running on an overcast beach to write 2025 in the sand before dashing past the camera laughing. Very candid from Meghan, of course. Her second post then shared the trailer for her upcoming show, and in this trailer she is seen making food in a home kitchen, shopping for flowers and laughing and eating with friends. And I will have been putting this up in the background on mute, but she does say in the voiceover, "I'm going to share some little tips and tricks and how you incorporate these practices every day. We're not in the pursuit of perfection, we're in the pursuit of joy." Wow, how inspirational from Meghan Markle, although I think realistically she and Prince Harry are in pursuit instead of those sweet dollar bills, since they stepped back from the royal family and no longer have that income source from the sovereign fund. So she's been signing all these deals, desperately trying to make some money on her ever-continuing worldwide privacy tour. Now, there will also be some chefs that appear as guests in the series, Roy Choi and Alice Waters, with the text of the trailer saying everyone's invited to create wonder in every moment. Meghan Markle's husband Prince Harry even makes a brief appearance, with the two embracing as they hold drinks on a sunny outdoor patio. One of the couple's dogs, Guy, also has a starring role, apparently. Now, not many people were that surprised that a new series was coming out. Of course, they had a previous series called Harry and Meghan, which was about their relationship. And then back in April last year, 2024, their media company, Archewell, said that 2 new series were in production, with one celebrating, quote, the joys of cooking and gardening, entertaining and friendship, which is now going to be this one coming out, With Love Meghan, and another exploring the world of professional polo, which aired back in December. Meghan, of course, also previously hosted a Spotify podcast, Archetypes, about stereotypes against women, and launched a lifestyle brand called American Riviera Orchard in 2024. Of course, that Spotify deal was then dropped because apparently they weren't making enough content, they weren't holding up their end of the deal, and Spotify decided to not renew that contract. But yes, there was also this lifestyle brand that came out, apparently copying many other brands of a similar style, you know, those overpriced food items or lifestyle items, things like that. Very kind of basic and cliche and typical of the kind of influencer type that decide they want to move into something that seems very classy and posh but is actually fairly basic. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we now have this article that came out. It is in the Daily Mirror, so of course take it with a pinch of salt. But a royal expert came out and said that Meghan Markle's Netflix trailer is laughable and it has left viewers baffled. Meghan Markle apparently sparking a frenzy and leaving some viewers and experts alike confused. So it has been branded laughable, with viewers also perplexed by it. After dramatically returning to Instagram on New Year's Day, Meghan dropped another bombshell a day later with this teaser, but royal historian and expert Dr. Tessa Dunlop has warned that the trailer's picture-perfect image, and I did mention something about this earlier, it does seem like it's a bit of a facade. I said with no sarcasm at all earlier that it was very inspirational from Meghan, so it does seem like she's trying to create this mock world or this picture-perfect world, and this is what Dr. Tessa Dunlop is talking about as well. Speaking to the Mirror, she explained, "It is all too easy to mock Meghan and the perfect world she presents in her new Netflix trailer. Shiny, brackets, slightly famous friends, effortlessly fresh food, Insta-ready images, but worry not, apparently this is just what the Duchess does. In her words, I have always loved taking something pretty ordinary and elevating it." And no, she's not talking about Prince Harry, who this time is lucky enough to make an appearance alongside his influencer wife and her millennial chums. According to the chef Roy Choi, they are family now, which doesn't bode well apparently according to this historian, given that the Sussexes' track record with their nearest and dearest isn't that great. It is easy to mock. She goes on to say, I mean, come on, a reality series in which one of the richest women in the world is pretending she can teach us little tips and tricks, demonstrating how we can incorporate these practices into our domestic lives as she meanders through her sun-dappled kitchen garden, retro basket in hand, before attending those designer beehives dripping with honey. It's so out of reach for the vast majority. It is laughable. So absolutely slamming this trailer for being completely out of touch with the majority of the population. And this is what separates Meghan Markle and Prince Harry from the Prince and Princess of Wales, who are very, very down to earth. And instead of making a mockery and this picture-perfect world and presenting this with a Netflix show and trying to give us tips and tricks, it's very fake. They instead get down to the nitty and gritty issues and use their wealth and platform for good. Their royal foundations, the early childhood campaigns that the Princess of Wales has really been passionate about, Prince William being really passionate about homelessness, going to campaigns and doing it personally, serving food recently as well, and of course being very, very influential not only in that homelessness campaign but also with his environmental initiatives, the Earthshot Prize Awards, and getting really stuck into those. So that is the difference between the two. One will be fake about the issues that they think they care about and will try to educate the general majority of the public on things that they think we need to know, whereas the others, the Prince and Princess of Wales, get stuck in. They know they have a big platform, but they will use it for good. But with that somewhat lengthy rant aside, I apologise for that, but I thought it was worth saying. The article goes on to say, meanwhile, viewers watching the trailer have also been left confused by it, especially as the promo fails to address one of Meghan's much-hyped lifestyle brands that we mentioned earlier, American Riviera Orchard, and that's another way that Meghan Markle is trying to profit from what she's doing here. She's not trying to do these campaigns purely because she knows she has a platform and she can make a real change. She is trying to profit from it with these Netflix deals and with that lifestyle brand she launched. Last March, this was the website and Instagram page that were unveiled to much fanfare with that trademark application showing she intended to sell jams, spreads and other homeware goods, of course, that I talked about briefly earlier. Many people, after she put out this new trailer about her Netflix show, though, were voicing their confusion, according to the Mirror, and asking if America Riviera Orchard is still in the works. One inquired, didn't she start an Instagram account under American Riviera Orchard, or does that not count? Others wondering why there was no mention of it in the trailer, and another person saying, wasn't that what this American Riviera Orchard Instagram was supposed to be all about? This kind of gardening and home baking and a fake lifestyle aesthetic portrayed portrayed in the trailer, but the Dr. Tessa believes it is precisely why the show could actually be made. It could be used specifically to promote that brand, explaining across the Atlantic they have a very different relationship with perfection, from old school Dynasty and Dallas flaunting mega wealth and mega shoulder pads to The Good Wife and Friends. American on-screen escapism invariably has a successful sheen. Meanwhile, in Britain, I don't think that aesthetic would go down as well, and it wouldn't be as successful. So that about wraps up this video going through Meghan Markle's new show and how it has caused some controversy, with a little bit of a rant about Harry and Meghan as always in there as well, because it needs to be done. People need to kind of realise what they're really doing here. In my opinion, of course, a lot of this is subjective, but you can put two and two together when you see these things, can't you? But yes, all in my opinion here. Just wanted to have a little chat about this with you today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.